What is up, Ultimate Ninjas Elite Team? Welcome to Elite Team Competition number 6. We're so excited to put together a safe and fun event for you guys to get the Elite Team comps back. It's been over a year, and we're so excited to make this happen. Let's jump right into tomorrow's safety procedures. Once you arrive, you will walk to the front desk. You will be given a temperature check and hand sanitizer. You will then enter onto the blacktop when you're directed to do so. As you can see, we have 8 pink taped boxes and then 2 makeshift cone boxes here. You will pick a box and that will be where you stay. Once we enter the 10 minutes of questions and walk through, you can then start warming up. For warm-ups, you are allowed to use these 2 bars and then the Ultimate rig down there. Once the runs do start though, you are only allowed to use the Ultimate rig if you are next in line. While you are inside the building, everybody is required to wear a face mask, even when you are running the course. Once you complete your course, you could then head into one of the party rooms in the back. Course number 1 will be allowed to enter the green room. Course number 2 will be allowed to enter the blue room. In that room, you could take your mask off, get some water, catch your breath after an amazing course run, and hopefully a buzzer. And that's when you can take a few minutes. Then once the next competitor finishes their run, you must exit with your mask back on and then come back to your box until your wave is up. Once your wave is up, you're good to leave. All right, let's jump into the course 2 rules. You will be starting right here on this box with the green number 2 on it. You will start right up here on the box. You will be starting at the same time as course 1. So you will hear a 3, 2, 1, go, and that is when you will proceed on your course. You have 3 minutes to complete this course. Even if you fall on an obstacle, you are allowed to continue on through the course until you hit the buzzer or your time runs out. With that, the first obstacle is called skate ramp. You will go through the wood planks and the stones. You are only allowed to use the green on these wood planks, no using the blue for this obstacle, and the stones. There will be no incidental contact allowed with the blue floor. You will take that to the warped wall. You are allowed to use any bit of the warped wall with your hands and feet. Totally fine. You are then coming from the stone to the warped wall, up into this little gap. You can use as many or as few as those steps, totally up to you. This obstacle is complete when you land on the red pad. All right, your next obstacle is called watch your step. You will start on the red pad and you will go through the balance beams using only the green step here. You are not allowed to use the blue and you are not allowed to touch the floor. No incidental contact with the floor is allowed on this obstacle. This is a feet only obstacle. There's no use of your hands. This obstacle is complete when you land on or past this red box. From there, you will go on to banana split. You will climb up the box using your hands and feet, and then you will go through the cannonball to the banana to the ice cream cone. With the holds, you are not allowed to use the eye bolts. You must have your hand on the hold, no using the eye bolts or the strap. If I see that, the judge will tell you to move your hand back down. If you do not, you will be disqualified from this obstacle and have to move on to the next. So you go cannonball, banana, ice cream cone to the parkour box. Using your hands and feet, you're going to pull up and over. And your obstacle is complete when you land on the other side. From there, you will move on to your next obstacle, over the rainbow. You will hold this ring. You will run to this box. You are allowed to use this box. Get this big jump and swing to land on or past the jump boxes. For this obstacle, you are allowed to use the ring. Your feet can be on the blue floor in the green box, but your feet are not allowed to touch this pad. All right, no touching this pad. If you take a swing and you don't feel like you're gonna have enough and you wanna do a rerun, you can get back onto the blue floor. But again, don't touch the blue pad. All right? And the best way to do this is get in a running start, big jump off the box, and swing on the box, and then pass. Your obstacle is complete when you land on the red pad. From there, you will come around, and you will head on to the 2-ring circus. You will come up to here. You will use this box. You can use this rope to get up to the bar. Big swing to the loaded ring. Big swing to the loaded ring. And you must land on or past this green. If you land past the red and land on the blue, that's okay. This red is what you're trying to get by without any incidental contact on this red. From there, you are moving on to your next obstacle. It's called the switch up. You will start on behind this pad. You're not allowed to step onto this pad. Feet must go from the blue floor to the rock wall. You can use your hands and feet on any holds that are on the wall. You will work your way through, and then about halfway through, the holds switch from hand holds to foot holds, and now your foot holds are the hand holds. But don't worry, you don't have to flip totally around. You can still use the holds all the way down to get to the green. This obstacle is complete when you touch this ring. All right? From there, you will use this ring to get to your next obstacle, the squirrel toss. As you can see, we have rings on the flying squirrel bars. You are only allowed to use the rings on this obstacle. There's no using the green bars, only the rings. And I will warn you, they do slide, so make sure you're not rushing through it. You want to take your time, turn your wrist a little bit, just my suggestion. But hey, it's your course run, and especially listen to your coaches. Work your way through, ring to ring. You could then use this ring to dismount on this red pad. You must stick this landing as it is your start platform for your next obstacle. And your next obstacle is called Pave Your Way. The steps will look just like this. This is what your steps will look like. And for these balance beams, you will work using only these 2 balance beams. Work your way to get to this step. You are not allowed to put either of these wooden planks on this side of the tumble track. You must stay on this side of the tumble track. Now, for this one, you could use your hands and feet on these holds. You could use the blue on here, the blue on either one. This whole thing here, whole thing is on for hands and feet, whatever you want to use, as long as you don't touch the floor. Don't touch the floor to get to this box here. Your obstacle is complete once you go up and land onto the trampoline. From there, you will move on to the spider scoot. You will use the jumping spider to get through to the bookend. I'll wait for the camera to get around here. This bookend will be on a magnet. So as you get up there, you can pull it off the magnet, kind of set yourself up, and you will swing to the red pad. As you can see, this thing gets pretty close to the ground. I know I'm a little taller than most of you, but just so you know, it is pretty close to the ground. You will use that swing to dismount onto the red. Again, this is a precision dismount. You are not allowed to step past. If you do step past, you completed that obstacle but failed the next one. So make sure you stick this red pad. You are allowed to use the rope if you're losing your balance, but don't step past this red pad. And then you're on to your last obstacle of today's course, and it's called the helping hand. You're going to take the rope, you're going to swing. You could use your hands and feet on the rope, to the fist, or your helping hand, big swing, launch, and get on the cylinder. You are only allowed to use your hands on the cylinder, no using your feet. Build your swing and dismount onto these 3 pads. We're gonna put a nice little tape line right here just to make it clear what pad to land on, because I know it's 2 reds, could be a little confusing. There'll be a tape line. You must land past the tape onto the red, and then you'll have a nice big buzzer right here. Hit that buzzer, celebrate, woo! And go crazy. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. Crush it. All right, ninjas, here's your full course run. Pay attention.